Hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video. And in this video, well, we gotta talk about what seems to be Mattel trying to scalp their own products? Question mark. Let's get into it. Thanks to Mordecai Wolfgang on Instagram, we got confirmation a couple days ago that we were gonna get a pop-up MATTEL Creations shop in California, Los Angeles, and ever since it's kind of blown up. They are located at Fred Segal Sunset 8500 Sunset Boulevard, and they are open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if you do live in that area, as a lot of other people are, you should also check it out because they're not going to be there forever. And it seems like it's a really cool experience, and they have a lot of like cool displays with all the MATTEL Creations products, obviously. And now here comes the the tea, because as you might have already guessed, some of the MATTEL Creations products that they have displayed are also including the Skullector collector dolls. Yes, indeed, they have not only one, but they have two of those collector dolls displayed, the Grady twins and Pennywise. As we can see here, it looks so slick, it looks so nice, and like just like really nicely posed, and just I love the display. But a closer inspection, credit for these pictures goes to @xlezig on Instagram, who I'm guessing went there, like was one of the first people to go there in person, and who then just took the pictures of the two displays. And then these pictures got reposted by @dollgirly, which is the ones I'm using right now. And obviously a lot of accounts have used them, have reshared them and reposted them since then. But so let's talk about what's happening here. Taking a closer look at the plaque next to the display will indicate that these are not just display dolls, but they are also in fact for sale for the price you see on screen right now. For Pennywise, it is $575 and $480 for the Grady twins. Oh boy. So as you might have guessed, people were not too pleased with this turn of events. Now, I don't think that everyone at Mattel is a horrible person just because this is in fact the reality we live in. But I do think that Mattel as a conglomerate, as a company, is just very capitalistic of them to do this to their own fans. It almost seems like it's like we're a milking cash cow. That they're just gonna, milk for all we're worth, and that's why they're just putting the prices that scalpers would put on these dolls that haven't even been retired for like that long. They came out in 2020, and that was like 2 years ago. That's not long enough for them to justify a price this high already. When the original dolls were like, well, how much did it cost? Like 180? I want to say like barely 100. At initial cost, right? I don't think they were that expensive, but like, but now look at these prices. Like, what? What is happening? So I don't know who greenlit this decision, or who said this was a good idea. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know who fought, who said, what was the process. I mean, I get that since they're retired, I feel like they could get away with, obviously, if they do sell these dolls in store, that they could get away with it being a little higher price. But like, this is just too much. This feels like a real life scalper store. Just because of these prices. Like, we also have this picture thanks to @AliNGO from a Facebook group or Facebook post, and Mordecai Wolfgang shared it on their story, so thank you. I did go to eBay because I did want to see how high scalpers are pricing these collector dolls at. And I mean, as you can see here, there's a lot of Greta Gremlins because she's the newest one to come out, but like overall, like the Pennywise and the Grady twins ones, the prices are similar, either lower or even higher. So yeah, comparing the prices, I don't know. I feel like they are kind of on the nail. Like, it's almost like Mattel went on eBay, did their research on like how high of a price is too high of a price, and they kind of went in the middle. which is too high already. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the problem is not. I mean, scalping is a problem in it of itself. That's a whole subject. That's a whole topic for another day. But I feel like the problem here is that Mattel's treating its fans like we're money, like we're just a cash cow. And I feel that's where the problem arises, and that it's just so blatantly obvious is that they just want money, 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 I feel like that's where the issue comes in. Because scalpers have existed forever. That's not the problem here. The problem here is that Mattel is doing it, and that Mattel is just so blunt about it, and that it's like just comes out of nowhere, and it's like, here, you can have these retired dolls that are 2 years old, but for this price. It's like, I don't know. It's really, I never thought we'd see this from Mattel. So kind of shocking. I don't know what to say. It almost feels like very unprofessional to me. Like Mattel's just really, I don't think Mattel is going bankrupt or something, but I feel like they are very low on sales or something. So this is like kind of like their answer, and they need more money. And so they thought this was a good idea, and it's like, what could happen? And well, this is what's happening, because the people are not responding well, and justifiably so, because this is just not okay. It just feels like very unprofessional. Also, just because these dolls, they are not worth that much money. They are realistically not worth that much money. They are worth a certain amount of money, but even then, like at the amount they were sold at initially was a little high, because what they come wearing, the details, like some of the shoes aren't even painted. Like, are you kidding me? Right? Like, it's just not. And for that price point, it's even less justifiable. Those dolls especially. It's just you're not getting bang for your buck, as they say. Right? But yeah, that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up if you did. Be sure to leave me any thoughts or questions you may have down below. Let me know what you thought of this pop-up store. Are you in the vicinity of the area? Can you go there? Do you want to go there? Do you still want to go there after hearing all of this? What's happening? What do you think of the prices? What do you think of them selling them in the first place? Do you think that's a good idea? And if yes, for what price would you personally think is okay? Because I feel like the idea of them selling them at the MATTEL Creations pop-up store makes sense. It makes sense. It would be weird if they're not there. You know what I mean? But just what would be the better price, right? What would be the better realistic price that would not be as disgusting? Because this just feels very like no moral. It's just like money, like just pay me. So what would you think is a ideal price if you could choose? Because again, them selling them there makes sense, is a great opportunity for people, but what price though, right? Like at what price? So let me know what you thought, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more Monster High doll news, movie news, doll reviews, and episode reaction videos. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.